Hey, what's up guys? Alex Drops, and I'm back with an update on this cannon that I released a few days ago. I have improved it, and I've added an aiming function, completely different design. Took a lot of tinkering and a lot longer than I thought it would take, but I've had a lot of time in my hands, and I've made it down to about 7 by 7 by 5. If you can see here, we have aiming. This would activate the left cannons, and over here would activate the right cannons, and then we still have our range selection over here. And it's at a pretty modest size, so I think it's very usable still. I'll give you a big overview of the cannon. It's not too big. I think it's took a long time to compact it. And let's give it a few shots here. In personal experience and testing, I have figured out that it's better if you have both cannons activated rather than none if you're going for a straight shot. And so if we just do full power here, and you'll see it goes pretty far. You also notice that I only have 3 range selectors instead of 4, and that was mainly to conserve space. Now we'll do the lightest one. You do sacrifice a bit of accuracy for this design because the TNT has to fall freely here. Now let's try aiming it a bit. Let's try only having the left activated. And as you'll see, only the left TNT came out, and it shot to the right, as you would expect. Now if we turn this off, and turn this on, only the right side will come out, and it'll shoot to the left. Seems pretty simple, but in reality it took way longer than I thought. And if you're curious about this, I did not include this row as part of the dimensions because you can remove it and it would work just fine, but I like it a little bit neater, so I kept this row here. The water can fall and it'll be fine. So without further ado, let's get into building it. Alright, so we found a nice little spot to build, and we're going to start off by placing our panel. Whoops. Of course, these colors aren't necessary. You can use any block which you choose. However, I would suggest using redstone lamps because it's easy to tell when they are on for the aiming feature. Like that. Now we're going to need a bunch of different redstone things here. Let's start off by placing a row of redstone along here. I'm going to we'll use gray wool as our building block. Should be all along this top row. Now right behind the red wool, go ahead and place your comparator and put it into subtract mode by clicking it. Place another block right there and grab a dispenser. You're actually going to need a dispenser there, there, and here. This one will just add a little bit extra range and place redstone along these 3. And a small little floor for the water. 2 dispensers facing up. This will be for the aiming part. Blocks all around here. Now it's time to do the said aiming thing. Right under each of these redstone lamps, place 3 dust coming out. And get a sticky piston with a block on top and a block right here. Comparator. Redstone, redstone, and redstone. And so whenever you turn this on, the signal will go through the block from the piston, but if it's off it won't, and that's simply a little toggle. Same thing on this side. And you'll notice a little bit of interference there. All you gotta do is place a block. And for the most part we're done, except the TNT that shoots out and this little delay or subtraction factor over here. We're gonna need to subtract the signal from something, and there's not enough room to make a wire of redstone. So I've come to the conclusion that a hopper is your best choice. Put a hopper into a comparator into the subtracting comparator over here. and you're actually going to need 4 sets of any block you want. I'll just use dirt because it's cheap, and all 4 of those will be enough so the signal will go either 2 blocks, 1 block, or 3 blocks. Now the final thing is, actually we'll get to that when we need to get to that. Go ahead and place a row of blocks up here off the left side, redstone there, a bunch of repeaters. These all need to be on the 4th delay because TNT takes 4 seconds to ignite, I believe, and we're gonna need a short delay for that. Put that into a block. Fourth delay, and then 2 here. Put one of them on a 2 delay and one of them on 1. And now dispenser there, and we are pretty much done. If you want, you can go ahead and count this as finished and place your water, or if you want to add an extra row, it's not necessary, to make it look a little bit neater by containing the water rather than having it flow down. You can go ahead and do that as well. And your water should be in this whole little pit right there. I'm not going to make you watch me put all this TNT, but now we're all loaded up and we're ready to give it a few shots. If I haven't mentioned already, if you're going for a straight shot, it's better to have both of these on rather than off. It'll just add to the range and a little bit more accuracy. And you'll see that's pretty straight. If you want to shoot, have the right cannon toggled, it'll shoot to the left. Like that. And opposite way. And that's just about it. So I'm pretty proud of this, and I hope you guys like it. Took a while. Thank you for watching, and I hope to have some more content out soon.